good follow? This is Roz Gold on wnba, and I am here with one of the top players of the WNBA, a WNBA champion, a two-time Sixth Woman of the Year, a three-time All-Star. She is of the LA Sparks, and here at Unrivaled, she is with Team Vinyl. My girl, Dearica Hamby. Hey, Dearica, what's going on, girl?
Nothing. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so happy to just chill with you.
I know.
And catch
up.
We
get it a couple times a year.
Yeah, we get our little moments, our little kiki. Can you believe that this Unrivaled season is over?
Yes. I can't. It's fast. It happened fast, kind of similar to the style of play. So the turnover is like very fast.
It's interesting. There's like an analogy to the way the game is and to the way this season is. Actually, with it being so fast, it makes me think about one of the signature moments of this entire season was in the semifinal. Your team Vinyl upset the heavy favorite in the Lunar Owls.
Right.
And it's a signature moment because, like, I mean, they only lost once. They've been dominant all season. It was a kind of big, it was heard all over in the women's basketball world.
Right.
And what I saw from you at the end of that game was so much fire and passion. So first of all, like, what was it that your team held on to throughout the game and certainly in the fourth quarter when you guys were down 10?
I think just staying consistent. I talked a little bit about it after the game and during the game, halftime. Spoon is kind of the anchor of all this. You know, she's so positive. And there wasn't a second, like, during that game or even really this season that she's doubted us or had a down conversation or, like, talked about us having to, like, play from behind. It's always been like, we got this. We're going to get this. And so I felt like we kind of held on to that in the fourth quarter. We didn't hang our heads one bit, and that started with her.
What was she saying? Like, what was it that you held on to in that fourth quarter? And what were you saying?
It's about us. It's about us. We, schematic-wise, we just stay consistent with what we were doing. And obviously they were hitting tough shots, but at the end it, like, balanced out and we came out with a win. But motivationally, she's just so positive. And, like, even the way she speaks is just so passionate. And she really just pours into us.
Yeah, everyone I speak to on Team Vinyl has talked about how Spoon has, like, elevated them this season. But you also got to do it yourself. And you were on the court having a heavyweight battle with Nafisa Collier. Like, at one point, at the end of the game, she's going at you. She's scoring. You got to recover. And then it comes down to you for the game-winning bucket. And your game-winning bucket was a tough bucket.
Yeah.
Like, how tough was that bucket?
I feel like for me, throughout the game, I was a little bit frustrated. I don't know if it showed. Probably not. But because I had such a successful game against them a few weeks ago, and they changed their scheme. They were relying heavy on stopping me. So obviously Jordan stepped up this game for us, which was really big, and obviously Rye does. And I just kind of like try to stay level. I try not to get too upset with myself. And then I felt like I wasn't super aggressive the entire game, and in that possession, I knew that they were going to guard Rye heavy, and obviously they were going to stay glued to JC because she was shooting the ball well from the three. And I actually thought she was going to jump more, and I was going to have just a clear right-hand layup. But I went to go right, and she cut it off. Everybody tries to cut off my right hand, and I crossed left, and I just kind of, like, everything, like, went, like, it, like, kind of stopped. And I think that's why even my steps were so slow. Like, it literally was just, like, super slow. But I knew once I broke the play that I was going to have to go and score it. So.
Wow. Yeah. Because first of all, you're going up against the defensive player of the year, right?
Yeah.
And she was locking up for a second there, but then you crossed her.
Yeah.
And she bumped you too. You got to take the contact.
And if they would have called a foul, who knows, it might have turned out a little differently. But they didn't give me the foul, so
right.
They got the bucket.
It was because you had to go through the contact.
Yeah.
Like, did it almost stop you, or did you say, I gotta get to the cup?
I think that was like the extra. Like, it was just like a slow step for me. And normally I'm very, like, I use my quickness to score. And I think she might have thought I was just I usually do this, like, just scoop, like, really fast. And I think that's why she jumped the way she did, because I think she thought I was gonna scoop it.
But you had counters for your counters.
Yeah, I had counters for my counters. And I use my left hand, so.
It's honestly an iconic, layup and bucket of this tournament. But what I want to point to that stood out to me, the fire.
Yeah.
As we said at the beginning of this, season was short. It was 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, for y'all to feel that much competitiveness.
Yeah.
Like, could you describe what you were going through, you and your teammates, what you were feeling in that moment?
I think we were a little bit nervous. Like I said, Spoon kept us grounded, but I think it's funny because like every team kind of has an identity, and obviously they still pick players and put them where they went, but we kind of have underdog players and very quiet players, like but confident and fiery passion players when like they're ready. So I think it's kind of interesting to see that kind of play out throughout each team throughout the season.
Another highlight of the Unrivaled season, overall for just the league, was the one-on-one tournament. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you go up first matchup with Sylar Diggins-Smith.
Yeah.
And it actually was so funny for the fans because Sky clearly had a strategy. Yeah. She wanted to take away your size by being all up in you. Were you surprised by her intensity?
Yeah, I think twofold. I think I was a little bit surprised because I was just like, oh, like I'm not gonna lie, the day before we were at the beach or something. Like I was with my kids, so, and it's not that I wasn't gonna take it the tournament serious, but it was kind of like a mental break in a sense because that was our off time. So I was a little bit goofy, and she took advantage of that. And the other fold of that was kind of the rules, the strategy behind it that I wasn't really aware of either. That you could foul on the floor and the possession doesn't count, and if you do that twice, you get a point. So instead of me having 2 and 1s back to back, and that's 6 points, you're looking at I only get 2 points now. So I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll change the rules a little bit to where it can kind of go one-on-one. But obviously, she played great. And,
yeah. After the game, there were some things you were like, oh, I would have done that differently now that I know it.
I think once I realized that it wasn't just like basketball, I checked out. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get back to Vegas.
Right. So well, I was working it, so I wasn't a fan. But as somebody watching it, we're just like, guys.
Yeah. She's she's super intense and one of the few moms here. And so we've gotten to know each other a little bit better this season, and that's who she is through and throughout.
Not only are you guys mothers in this league, you're one of the few that have 2 children.
Yeah.
How have you guys like connected? Like, what are the things you found like, oh, okay, that's
we've had like conversations about like our births and stuff, and obviously just complimenting each other about, she's said a few times like me coming back, like just how like incredible it was, and I try to like downplay it a little bit, like but and then we got to spend some time at Disney. Our kids get to spend time together in the kids room, which is always cool. So yeah, we've had like a few moments.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Actually, you joked with me once. You said, I get better after each baby.
Yeah.
But you were serious a little bit too.
Yeah.
I actually went and just made sure to like check on that.
You didn't believe me?
No. I said to you, I was like, the moms of Unrivaled are crushing it. Because Sky been balling out, you've been balling out, Fee's been balling out. I mean, just the list goes on.
Yeah.
But after Amaya, you came back to be 6th player of the year twice and a WNBA champion. After Legend, you were an all-star again and an Olympian. So what is it that helps you come back stronger and more dominant after the baby?
Yeah, I think just the resilience and I don't know, I feel you just get mentally stronger. I gave 2 births natural, and they both were hard, like easy but hard, and so I think it's just the mentality, like, you can do that, I can kind of do anything. And then I think just my purpose just kind of keeps evolving.
Yeah.
And my why. And so I feel like I just get more motivated.
What's the hardest sacrifice you've had to make for your children?
Yeah,
Amaya want to answer. Come over here. You have to speak into your mom's mic.
Oh God, I never know what she's gonna
here.
say.
Welcome to the show, Amaya.
I would say just the moments where she doesn't get to sleep in a bed with me. Like in this case, she was here. She's been here for most of the time, but she had to go back to school for a few weeks. So I think it gets harder for her as she gets older to like leave me.
Yeah.
And she tells me, so then I'm like,
yeah.
And I get a little bit emotional, and I'm like, when she starts crying, I'm like, stop, like you're gonna make me cry.
But you know what? I feel like you do your best as you can, and Mom has certainly tried to make sure that things are special for you. So I heard it was your birthday during Unrivaled. You were in Miami in February for your birthday, your 8th birthday. Is that how old you turned? Mm-hmm. And Mom set the bar for birthdays. I heard you got to meet Coco Gauff and play tennis with her for your birthday present. How much did that mean to you, Amaya, and to you, Dearica? Like, how did that come about, and what did it mean to y'all?
Well, Actually, before I met her, my mom met her way before me, which I'm mad about.
Yeah, at the Olympics.
And why?
Because you had to come a little late.
Speak.
Yeah, get your finger moist. I met Coco at the Olympics, and I told her, I was like, my daughter loves you. Like, can I take a picture with you and send it to her? And so, yeah, Maya hadn't quite gotten to the Olympics yet because just the timing of it, we were waiting to get a little closer till we started playing. And so we thought we were going to get to go see her play at the Olympics, but it just didn't work out with the scheduling. So it's kind of held on to that. You know, she teased me about it for a little bit. And then when I found out that she was going to be an investor for Unrivaled, I just thought it was like the perfect opportunity, and I just knew it was going to happen.
And what's the moment you'll remember from seeing those two together?
I would say, which part? I would say the initial, you know, Maya's a very confident kid, and she gets shy like occasionally, but she was like starstruck with her and also like Sabrina. So, you know, she kind of like blacked out for a little bit. And so that was like, it wasn't cool to witness, but to kind of see her like be so bashful.
Okay, so looking to the WNBA season with the LA Sparks, next season you're going to get to play with Kelsey Plum, who I know you have a friendship with. Can you describe the friendship you two have even after you left the Aces?
Yeah. I would just say solid. You know, we kind of had a moment where it was just lost for a second physically, but never like in our hearts. And just a full circle moment for us.
Why?
Twofold. Obviously, my experience in Vegas, and for her to want to come to LA, it was very validating for me. And I think just a testament to our bond.
Did you guys keep up even when you were not on the team?
No. In the beginning. And then, you know, life kind of happens. But like I said, it's just a testament to our friendship and where we are now. I think we kind of had to go through that. And I think we're both grateful for the processes that we had. I'm excited for her to be in LA.
Have you guys had a chance to have a heart-to-heart?
Oh my God, we've basically been in therapy. No, we've been spending a lot of time together prior to the trade. Just like I don't say rekindling, but just fine-tuning some things. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
We talk every like couple of days now, so.
In a way, her coming to LA, you feel like was a leap of faith on you?
Yeah, both ways. I think both ways.
You both have had some hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that that's something that you can lean on each other for or have?
I think in the moment it was hard because I think we both wanted to be there for each other, but just where we were in our lives, like we couldn't. And so, you know, where she's at now and where I'm at now, and like the timing of it, it just couldn't have been more like coincidental, so to say. I'm just really happy for her.
Yeah, I'm happy for both of you. Unlike most people's pain, these are separate situations, but hers was very public. Yours is very public.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad that, you know, I don't even know everything that's going on, but I'm glad you guys, you know, can have each other and also have decided we're going to do this together.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears on the same team.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much how it happened.
I'll get you out on this on a light note. So the pregame walk-in and tunnel for the LA Sparks is about to be,
oh my God,
so crazy. Because literally it's you, it's Kelsey Plum, it's Cameron Brink, it's Rakia Jackson, it's Ray Burrell. I'm just naming a few.
Yeah.
You guys are all fabulous and fierce. Like, how much juice are the Sparks about to have next season? Like, you guys crushed the fashion.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. You know, obviously basketball is going to be the focus for sure, but just nowadays, like, you have an opportunity to elevate your brand a little bit and showcase yourself and your style and your personality through the tunnel. And so, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Most fashionable team in the league, possibly?
For sure.
It's going to be a catwalk, a runway.
It is.
What is
it? They're making me step my game up a little bit. Like, I just been chilling, and I was like, no, I got to step it up. So,
what will the LA Sparks pregame tunnel walk in? What will it be giving?
I mean, I feel like obvious answer is baddies, but I got to think about that one. I got to come with something more like clever.
The baddies are in LA. Period.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
It's always good to chat with you.
Yes,
yeah. You love.